Hello everybody and welcome back to the Cat Lady. Mitzi and Susan have made their way to the Eye of Adam's apartment after he has beckoned them. His father has warned us that this is a trap. He knows we've come for him and he's going to try and kill us. He's offered us a box, so let's take the box and see what's inside.
What is it, Mrs. A?
It's a shoebox.
Take it away! Get rid of it! He must see that I don't have it anymore.
Shall we open it?
Oh God. Mitzi, we have to get out of here. Quickly. It's a gas mask. He's going to poison us.
And that is what the fish tank was for. Using that bleach and pesticide mix.
It's too late!
Shit. Oh, shit. Shit. Shit.
No! Stop that, Adam! You're going to kill your father!
We'll never make it to the door. That room is filling up with gas too quickly. Put the mask on, Mrs. A.
What about you? No, I can't.
You've got to. This is your only chance.
No, I can't let you die. Not like this.
It's my fault that you're here. I'm dying anyway. And you've got to live, Mrs. A. You'll live and you'll be happy again. You've been a great friend, Mrs. A.
Oh, Mitzi, you're so sweet. You're gonna live regardless of if you keep the mask or give it to Mitzi, but if you want the best ending, I would recommend giving the mask to Mitzi.
No. You've got a date, and I'll make sure you turn up for it.
I can't.
There is no time to argue. I'll be fine. Now. Do it!
Of course, Mitzi doesn't know that Susan is going to come back to life, so...
Mitzi, think of a vegetable while I'm gone.
So as Susan, now that we've woken up in this place, we're going to keep walking to the right. I feel really good about saving Mitzi's life. I feel like that's the right thing to do, given Susan's circumstances.
Welcome home, darling. I've been waiting for you. What took you so long?
Say what you've got to say and let's finish this. I'm tired of you. Tired of all this madness. I just need to get back.
Very well. I'm not planning to keep you long. Let's go inside. I have one last job for you. There are still 2 candles left, Susan. You know how this works. A soul for a soul.
And that's it. I blow out the last candle, and I'll never have to see you again.
Only if you blow out the right one. I'll never bother you again. Isn't that what you want? But if you choose wrong, it will be your life extinguished forever. Just take a deep breath and do it.
But how should I know which one's right?
That's the thing, Susan. You can't know that. In life, you can't always know the consequences before you make a decision. Haven't you learned that yet?
That's not fair.
Nothing is fair. You opened your heart talking to that doctor, and he butchered you like an animal. Then those disgusting cannibals, they'd chop you up and cook you for dinner if you'd let them. And what about the man with the flowers? All that he wanted was to hear you play before he split your skull open. The way your husband treated you, the way your neighbors laughed at you for years, just for being different. You did not deserve all that, and yet it happened. Am I forgetting something? Oh, yes, of course. Most of all, was it fair that...
Shut up! Just shut up, you ugly bitch! Now I know who you really are. All those feelings I had in me for years. That bitter guilt and self-pity. That hatred for myself and everyone else. You are that miserable illness that's consumed my heart all these years. You, always there, always. Every day I looked at you in the mirror, like a dark cloud I couldn't see through. I let you take control of my life. I believed it was right to feel like this. But not any longer. This ends here.
Then blow out the candle.
Now that's a really dirty trick, because this was not part of our arrangement. We were told that if we took care of the parasites, we would finally be able to die. There was no right or wrong candle. And it's so powerful to me that Susan has learned so much, and she's grown so much as a person too, and she's really come to realize how things are now as opposed to how they were. And I could be wrong about this, but I think in order to get the best ending, we have to refuse to blow out the candle.
No, I won't. I'm done playing your stupid little games. You won't tell me what to do anymore. I am stronger than you. I can close my eyes and you'll be gone.
Blow out the candle.
It's time to say goodbye, sister. I'm not gonna miss you.
You will never leave this place without me. You need me. We are one.
No. Tomato. You were thinking about a tomato, right?
Mitzi must be just shocked.
Tomato is a fruit, silly.
Who cares? I like tomatoes.
So do I. But I hate to disappoint you, but I was really thinking of onions.
Why onions?
They're the saddest of the vegetables, of course. They make people cry. What happened, Mrs. A? I saw you die. And yet, you're here. Alive, like if nothing's ever happened.
Well, let's put it this way. Everyone knows cats have 9 lives. So do cat ladies, apparently. But this time, I feel there won't be second chances. I'm down to one last life now. I can't afford to waste it.
You are such a nutter, Mrs. A. You are absolutely fucking bonkers. But I'm so happy to see you. Never, ever do that to me again, alright?
I can happily promise you that, Mitzi.
This is it. His room is through that door. It's time to face the Eye of Adam.
What are we waiting for? Let's do it.
So we finally get to go meet this miserable prick. And you might want to make another save here, just in case. If you're happy about giving giving Mitzi the mask, you can maybe save here to skip all that dialogue we saw earlier. Here we go.
You're the Eye of Adam? A pathetic, wheelchair-bound invalid? Is this a joke? Do you know who I am? Do you know what you've done to me? You fucking murderer! Tonight it's your turn to die. I'm gonna paint this room with your brains and I'm gonna watch and smile. I swear to God I'll do it. Well, nothing to say? Nothing at all? Aren't you going to beg for your sad little life? Say something! Anything!
Mitzi, where did you get that gun from?
It doesn't matter. Please, Mrs. A. This is something I have to do. You are free to leave if you want. You don't have to be a part of it. Just try to understand. Beg for forgiveness, you scum. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't believe I'm gonna shoot you, do you? Oh, I've dreamt of this moment for so long.
Look at this man, Mitzi. He hasn't twitched a muscle since we entered the room. I think he's paralyzed.
That's impossible. He's lying to us. He's faking it. Do something. Talk for God's sake. I need you to answer me. I need to know.
He won't answer you. He can't talk.
Then, how did he post all that stuff online? What the? How did he do it?
I think I know how. See that little device on his left eye? I've heard about these. It's a controller. It seems the only part of his body he can move is his eyeball. Controller connected to the computer tracks its movement, allowing him to...
What? That's ridiculous. How do you even know such things?
I'm a nurse? I've seen these before. Well, I've seen eye-controlled wheelchairs, but there's no reason why it wouldn't work with a computer.
Jesus. That would explain the whole Eye of Adam thing. He really is just the eye. But no, that doesn't change anything. He must die. He deserves nothing more.
So Mitzi's not backing down.
What? You arrogant shit! I will fucking do it! Just tell me one thing. One thing. Why? Why did you make Jack kill himself?
I'm wondering if the pictures on his wall are all of his victims too, because if they are, he's really caused a lot of death and destruction.
Fine. It'll be a pleasure. Ready to die, scumbag?
So at this point, we need to try and stop Mitzi from killing this guy, and the best way to do that is to tell Mitzi that you really care about her and that it's a really bad idea and this is not who she is. She doesn't want to make this mistake, and that's going to be our best option for getting Mitzi to stop. So we're going to want to try and tell her that she lied to us in order to make her feel guilty about it.
You lied to me. You never said you wanted to kill him.
Now, wasn't that quite obvious? What did you think I wanted to do? Have a coffee with him? Chat about the weather or politics? For God's sake, I'm here because this son of a bitch needs to die. If I don't kill him now, he'll just carry on and more innocent people will lose their lives. Do you really want that? Because I don't.
Oh, Mitzi.
Think about it for a second. Would Jack really want this?
This bastard messed with Jack's head. He tricked him. That's what he does. He fucking tricked him.
But would Jack really want you to become a murderer?
No, he wouldn't. He wasn't violent at all. He was the kindest, sweetest guy I ever knew.
Exactly. Now, put that gun down already.
But what about me? No, I'll do it. I know Jack will forgive me.
You don't want to have this as your last moment before you die, Mitzi. This is not the person you want to be.
Without his father, he's harmless. He was the one who supplied him with all this technology. He fulfilled his every single wish. I know this guy's rotten bad. There's no excuse for what he did. But he will be punished for it. Trust me. They'll put him in some stinking nursing home. He'll live his life like a vegetable. Stuck to bed. He'll have time to think about what he's done. And he'll never see a computer screen again. Isn't that enough?
He said, do it. He wants to die and I want to kill him.
And if you haven't noticed, he has a bunch of O2 tanks in the room strapped to the back of his chair, right behind Mitzi there. And so we want to bring that to Mitzi's attention because that obviously has some significance.
He wants us all to die. Can't you see that? Isn't that what he's been preaching? A joint suicide. That's why he wants you to shoot him. So we can all get blown to pieces.
His final act. The work of his life. Are you really going to give him that satisfaction? Remember what you said about feeding the troll? That's exactly what you're going to do if you kill him now.
No. Maybe you're right. You should leave, Mrs. A. I'd never wanted you to get hurt. But I'm not going away without this fucker dead. Even if that means I die too.
Mitzi, have you lost your mind? You're going to sacrifice your life for this scum? He's a parasite! A worthless, evil piece of shit!
It's not like I've got anyone to live for, is it?
What? What about your mother? Your family?
She's dead! Yeah, I lied. I always lie. I grew up in an orphanage. My family never wanted to know me. The only person that cared about me was Jack. And he's dead! Yeah, happy now? So get the fuck out of here and let me do what I got to do.
Well, it doesn't mean that you don't have anything to live for, Mitzi. You're not a bad person. And finally, we can plead to her that Susan cares about her and that Mitzi really has done a lot for her and that Susan wants to return the favor.
I care about you. Do it for me. Come on, mate. It's been a long day. Let's go home. We've won.
Have we really?
Trust me. I know we have.
How?
I'm the cat lady. From now on, I win every single day.
So that's it. We managed to save Mitzi from making a huge mistake. Firing that bullet would have blown up the oxygen and killed all three of us, giving the Eye of Adam what he wanted.
It's me, again, talking about my ordinary little life, as usual. I'm still surprised anyone would want to read this at all. The ramblings of a cat lady. I met some people. We go out sometimes, and I'm not alone anymore. It turned out there were others who felt like I did. I talked to them, tried to help. And now, I'm writing this blog. I must confess, yesterday was bad. It was one of those days when you feel like you're back in the past, and all the good stuff that happened was just a dream. But I woke up today, feeling better. Maybe I can never get rid of it. This invisible illness. Maybe it will always be living somewhere deep inside me, asleep, waiting. And when it'll hit me hard. But if there's one thing Mitzi taught me, it's that you have to pick yourself up and carry on. It doesn't matter that life isn't fair. It doesn't matter that you make mistakes. You fall and rise again. And speaking of Mitzi, well, I don't know what happened. I guess I never will. But against all odds, she just got better. Maybe it's because of that last candle. Or some other things I did that year. I don't really care. She's still here. That's all that matters to me. Every time I visit my daughter's grave, she comes too. We don't have to talk. It's just nice to have somebody there with me. Worlds full of liars, traitors, cowards. But every now and then, you meet someone like Mitzi, who will just smile at it all. Now, I've forgiven the world and myself too. I teach myself to smile again. One day I'll get there. I know I will. Even if it takes me not 9, but 900 lives.
So that's it. That is the best ending of The Cat Lady, and you should get an achievement for that. And it's called All Flowers Bend Towards the Sun, I do believe, which was the reference to a song that Mitzi had mentioned in an earlier chapter. Just to be certain, for those of you who are interested in that ending, I'll be posting all of the steps that people say to make just to be absolutely certain in order to get that ending. I think the thing that really makes a big difference is that last chapter, chapter 7. It's really important to make sure that you talk Mitzi out of killing the Eye of Adam because the whole idea about this game, it has a lot to do with mental illness and a lot of very depressing and very sad things, but overall I think it really is mostly about facing your inner demons. Both Mitzi and Susan were able to do that, and they helped one another. Susan was able to finally realize that the Queen of Maggots was basically all of the horrible feelings she'd been harboring for years. She was able to stand up and say, no, this is it, I'm done, I don't feel this way anymore, life is worth living, and I found someone that makes life worth living. And it was very symbolic when Susan stood up and said, you know, cats have 9 lives, but I'm on my last one, because this is now the only life she has left. Mitzi revealed that she had been harboring all of those horrible feelings, and throughout her whole life after Jack passed away, she had lied and cheated and pretty much done anything that she needed to do to get to the Eye of Adam. And being able to talk Mitzi out of that and help her deal with her inner demons, I think, is, of course, the most significant thing. So that's it for The Cat Lady. I would really like to know your guys' thoughts. I know that this is a game that starts out very dark, very depressing, deals with a lot of really, really horrible things. It's very real, and all of those types of things. It really is sad, but as time goes on, it gradually gets better and better, and you can even see that in Susan's appearance. She starts out very sad and very dark, and by the end there you could see her whole face just look 10 years younger. She was smiling, and she was finally at peace. It really is a very, very nice ending, and it's very satisfying to see that both Susan and Mitzi are living life to the fullest after dealing with their problems, because I really like both of them, and I think that they really complement each other very, very well. I will probably go ahead and post some of the other endings for those of you who are curious, some of the other options. Again, I would love to hear your thoughts on the game, and thank you all for watching. It was really a fun project to do. I played the game about a year ago. I had thought about doing a Let's Play, finally did it, and I'm certainly glad that I did. I'm going to end it here, and hopefully you guys will check this game out. It's on Steam. Hopefully you guys will continue to support me and see me in my next